Third quarter market performance continues to be volatile, but the fourth quarter is right around the corner, and the debt ceiling debate hits Congress this week. Let's talk about it. Hello, everybody. Joe Werber coming at you. And the third quarter, as I've said, continues to be volatile. Expect this through the end of this week. Do not expect it to, go crazy and have a great finish. Third quarters have historically been rough. However, the positive is the fourth quarter is right around the corner. And historically speaking, fourth quarter results have tended to be much better than third quarter. In fact, over the last 30 years, we've seen that fourth quarter results have averaged about a 4.78% total return. So this is good news for the fourth quarter. Fingers crossed that 2021 continues to be like, the last 30 years. But what's in the news right now that's been really concerning to many of my clients is the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling, Congress is going to shut the government down. Look, this is not the first time we have been here. In fact, we have had this debate 78 separate times in Congress since 1960. This has been a problem. In fact, we've seen the government shut down over 21 separate times because of the debt ceiling debate. And this entire debate, if you ask me, is crazy. It's ridiculous. Look, Congress said they were going to spend money. And it's like this. It's like if you went to a restaurant, you ordered your meal, you got your appetizer, you got your entree, you ordered the steak, you ordered the lobster, you got your dessert. And then the bill came and you went, oh my gosh, I have to pay for this. Of course you have to pay for it. And what is really upsetting about this is that just a few years ago, Trump actually voted to get rid of the debt ceiling, and something I agree wholeheartedly. He should have gotten rid of the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling should be gone. So way back in August of 2019, before COVID even was a concern, Trump suspended the debt ceiling for 2 years. That's why it's now rearing its ugly head again. Now we have to go through this process of restoring the ability for Congress to spend the money that Congress said they were going to spend. Janet Yellen is really concerned. She's, of course, the Secretary of Treasury. She's saying, look, if this could have dire consequences to the country if this isn't fixed. And I agree, if we have to shut the government down, it could have consequences. But as I've said, we've seen this many times before. Newt Gingrich is out there screaming that, we shouldn't be spending this much money, but just last year, he was okay spending it. Now he isn't. Look, it's all political. I've said this so many times. The politicians love to play you, the public. If their party is in the White House, then, we can spend like crazy. If the opposing party is in the White House, and this goes for both Democrats and Republicans, I'm not just calling one party out, then suddenly, we can't spend any money. Don't let this sidetrack you from the fact that the economy is recovering. Things look good. This is positive. This is a good thing. Not the debt ceiling crisis, but the overall economy is good, and this is just a way for politicians to score political points. As always, there's going to be something crazy in the news, something that takes you away from your day-to-day, but just understand it's there to get you to click on those links so that the news companies can pay for their overhead costs and make a profit. Don't let it slow you down. Don't let it distract you from the fact that there's a lot of money out there. The economy is recovering. Inflation, in fact, is coming down. Just talked to a buddy of mine who builds homes, and the cost of new homes has actually come down over the last few weeks, which is a positive because that's allowing people who may not have been able to qualify to now qualify to buy these homes. We should see actually a rise in new home sales going forward. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you add some comments below to let me know what videos you'd like me to produce in the future. And as always, I will see you next week.